Hello everyone, this is Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister, the Disrupt Meister. Let's start off by saying subscribe to this channel, spread the word, retweet my tweets, etc. I want to start it off positive with a Vinny Lingham quote from his Twitter. It's straight to 1151 plus, very little pausing. So he's saying it's straight up to $1,151 for Bitcoin. We've seen some pretty amazing moves lately, just jumping from 700 to 770, and it really seems like it does have the momentum to get to the all-time high of 1151 before the halving. I'm not going to say that it's going to happen, but it is possible. And now Vinny Lingham, who I respect a lot, as you all know, he is a very legitimate Bitcoin expert, says 1151 plus. But if you're new to this channel, I want to clarify that I am long Bitcoin, which means I'm not selling my Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin. That's what I do. I don't flip it or trade it or play these little games with it. Flip. I don't. I'm going to keep it at least until 2020, around the halving, and by then I may never sell because it might just be super easy to do all your transactions in Bitcoin by the halving of 2020. And I tell people you should try to have that as a goal also. I know not everyone can hang on to their Bitcoin forever, not all of it, but to try to hang on as much as possible. All these, you're on the internet and YouTube and Twitter, and you read all these trading tips and flip tips and ways to mine and cloud mining this and cloud that. At best, all of that is all gambling. At best, much of it is like a Ponzi scheme, some of those things I mentioned. In reality, the simple answer to what you want to do with Bitcoin is just be long Bitcoin. Just buy Bitcoin. No tricks or money down here that you get paid back in a trickle. You go to Coinbase, you buy Bitcoin, and that's it. It's the end of the day. Come back in 2020, see how much it's worth. Store value. No worries. This is not like the yen or the dollar. This is money that actually does stuff. It does stuff, Bitcoin. Bitcoin can already, you can send money between people for free in two different continents, from Africa to England. You can store your wealth if you're in Ghana in Bitcoin. So it's not inflated away by the government who just keeps printing and printing money. Dollars will never be able to do this. No, there are no insane Western Union fees either when you're sending your Bitcoin. And since Western Union still exists as of today, it shows us that we are still in the very early stages of Bitcoin. Remember that, because Western Union is not going to exist anymore eventually. And since it's still doing pretty well, we're in the early stages. Traders are not bad people, and this is the point I'm getting to here. Some are great, I'm sure. Some are that are trading Bitcoin. They're used to trading yen and yuan and all these and Apple. So some are just kind of clueless about Bitcoin, and that's okay. But when they start talking, and there are traders out there and so-called trends people, people who predict trends on the internet and write books and say you should listen to them because they know trends, even though if you look up their history, they're wrong most of the time. Anyway, these people, some of them, are angry that Bitcoin is doing well. and they claim to be long Bitcoin, just like me. They claim to say, hey, we're in this for the long run. But they want to sell their Bitcoin, though. They're angry that it's going up, that they can't play on the dips anymore and sell on the dips or buy on the dips or whatever little games that the traders play. It's just this is not the yuan. This is literally something that is going to save the wealth of people in the third world. And it is really short-sighted and kind of downright wrong to want this to fail, even temporarily, because of your ego and your desire for things to go your way, even though you know that the price drops for the sake you want a price drop for the sake of profiting off of panicked people. I mean, that's just wrong. Spikes like this increase the usage of Bitcoin and the people's interest in Bitcoin. It's going to bring people in Africa this much closer to mass adoption and freedom. So the price going up is good for everyone. I mean, it's logical. This is a logical thing. Yet we have people on Twitter that are just saying, "Oh, there are no fundamentals behind this, and it has to drop." And maybe it is. I mean, it might drop. Yeah, it might. It might, but they're just downright angry about Bitcoin doing well, and they say, and sometimes you look at their history, and they've pumped up other things in the past, so you know they have an interest in Bitcoin not doing well, and this mostly goes back to certain traders. And again, if you're a trader and you do profit off of it not doing well, okay, that's your business or whatever, but don't go around saying all these things and trying to depress everyone. Come on, man. Or expect, you can do what you want to do, but expect people like me to call you out, okay? So do you just want Bitcoin to be another yen or a dollar? And I think a lot of people want, that's what they want. They want Bitcoin to just be like another currency, a strong currency they can trade. Or do you want it to be a complete new paradigm? And I really think if you truly believe in Bitcoin being a new paradigm, then you're truly long Bitcoin, and you're not wishing it to crash so you can make a profit and sell and then buy again. I'm Adam Meister, the Bitcoin Meister. I'll talk to you later.